In this video, I'll be going over combining like terms introduction. What would you say if I tell you I have 3 cats and 5 dogs? How many cats and dogs would you have? This seems like a very simple question, right? 3 cats, 5 dogs, it's 3 cats and 5 dogs means there are 3 cats and 5 dogs. Simple enough, right? Well, combining like terms is having different variable, just like having different cats and different dogs. So you could look at something like this as 3x plus 5y. X equals cats and y equals dogs. And you wouldn't combine them together and say they are a total of 8 cats. And you also couldn't say they are 8 dogs, right? So now we got that out of the way. So if I give you something like 5 cats, 3 dogs, 2 cats, 6 dogs. How many cats would there be and how many dogs would there be? What you want to do is first put all the cats together and all the dogs together, right? That's how you would count, number of cats. So here we have 5 cats and we have 2 cats here. So we want to put them together. So what I would do is I would write 5 cats, then I would plus the 2 cats. And that will complete the cat portion. Now I'm going to go to dogs. So we got 3 dogs and then we got 6 dogs here. So we add 3 dogs, 6 dogs. So what do I have? Now 5 cats plus 2 cats is 7 cats. So I got 7 cats and then I got 3 dogs and 6 dogs. And that's 9 dogs. So there's our answer. 7 cats and 9 dogs. And that's what combining like terms is. You are adding like terms. In this case, the like terms in this example are cats and dogs. And here is our next example. 6x plus 2y plus 7z plus 3y plus 5 plus 2z. What would that equal to? Just like our previous example with the cats and dogs, we have different variables symbolizing different things and they are not exactly the same. But in math, x, y, z, these variables could have a value and their value are different. Just like when you have cats and dogs, they're 2 completely different things. So in here, we have 3 different types of variables. So what we'll do here is we're gonna add together the like terms. So like terms are anything that, for example, this has an x. So anything with an x, we could add together based on the coefficient. So the coefficient is the number in front of the variable. They're called coefficient. Since x is the only variable here, so 6 is pretty much by itself. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and circle them in different color. So 6x, I color in yellow. Now for y, we have 2y here. And we also have 3y here. So these 2 are the same thing. But they have different coefficient. 1 is 2, 1 is 3. So later on, we're going to add them together. Next, so z is another variable. And we have 2z here, which we can add them together later. And lastly, what do we have? The number 5. Number 5 doesn't have any variable after, so it's just a number. It's not a coefficient. So I'm going to rewrite them here. So 6x, I write them in yellow. And then I'm going to write 2y and then 3y. We put them in order, so this way we know which ones we can add together. Next, we have 7z and 2z. So 7z plus 2z. Okay? Next, since the 3y we've already done, because we already placed it right here, the only item left is the 5. So the number 5, we're going to add it right here. And now, we'll go ahead and rewrite them. 6x will be by itself, and we have 2 y's. So 2 plus 3 is 5y. Then we got the z's. So the 7z plus the 2z equals 9z. And lastly, we have the 5. And now we can look at this here and see if there's any other that we can add together. So we got the x, we got the y, we got a z, we got a 5. None of them could be further simplified or added together, so that's our answer. Here is another example. Okay, so looking at this problem, we're going to group everything that are like terms. So here we have x, and here we have an x. So we're going to group these two together. So we're going to write 5x plus 2x. And next, we're going to group the xy. So we got 2 xy's here. 6xy plus 3xy. The last one will be y. Group them in the aqua color, so plus 2y plus 3y. And lastly, we're just gonna rewrite them. So 5x plus 2x is 7x. Then we have 6xy and 3xy is 9xy. Then we have 2y plus 3y, which is 5y. Since it can no longer be simplified, this is our final answer. Now I have a quiz problem that I would like you to solve. Taking this quiz will let you know if you have mastered this lesson. So the quiz problem is, feel free to pause this video and work on this problem and replay the video when you are ready for the answer. Okay, so hopefully this is what you did. You take the 2xy, grouping them together. So you wrote 2xy plus 3xy. Then you group the 5x and the 2x together. And lastly, we are ending with the 2y. Okay, now we just need to combine them. So this 2xy plus 3xy is 5xy. And the 5x and 2x adding together becomes 7x. Lastly, we're ending with 2y. So we can see that it can no longer be simplified, so that's our answer here. And hopefully this is the answer that you've gotten. If so, great job, you've mastered this lesson. But if not, feel free to go over wherever you made a mistake, and you can either try it again or try any of the examples previously. So these examples are introduction to combining like terms. Hopefully this video is helpful to you, and thank you for watching.